We just officially crossed into the Yukon. Tonight we're heading to Teslin. We've had a great drive so far. We've seen a ton of bison, a fox, just some really beautiful views driving. We're almost at Watson Lake where we're gonna stop and get some food.
We're getting some snow right now, as you can probably see, which is actually pretty uncommon. We haven't had hardly any snow, which is nuts because, you know, you would think, but we haven't. The road conditions right now are not too bad, so makes the drive even more enjoyable when you don't have to worry as much. So
yep. Yukon! I mean, I've heard people talk about the Yukon like when I was younger and everything, but it just always seemed like such a faraway place that I just would, like, why would I, you know, ever go there? And so to be in the Yukon is kind of surreal. We stopped at Tags, which it has gas pumps here, and then inside there's a store with pretty much anything you can need, whether it's snacks or stuff for your car or gear. And then there's a little restaurant at the back with tons of options, and it's open all year, which is very nice. By far the most popular thing to do in Watson Lake and pretty much the whole Alcan is to come to Signpost Forest, which is, like it sounds, a forest made of signposts. You can bring your own tag or metal plate and tack it up. We kind of forgot to do that, and the visitor center is closed during the winter, so you can't go buy anything during the winter. According to the milepost, this has 90,000 signs, and it started in 1919 with a US military member who was working on the Alcan and tacked up one of his tags here. And ever since then, it's become a tradition. There is plenty of room for you to put your tag here. And we're gonna walk around and find, we need a goal. What should our goal be?
Kansas?
Kansas, yeah, we're gonna find Kansas, which is our home state. Germany, Switzerland, obviously all the Canadian, Mississippi. Hey, there's a Mississippi.
Missouri, Kansas, right here.
Where?
Right there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That was way too easy.
I already found it.
We need a new goal. That was way too easy. Oh, there's Kansas again. Parker, Kansas. Wow. I was kind of joking about finding the literal county that we're from, but I walked around the corner and there's one right here of Sedgwick County, which is the county that we grew up in Kansas. Well, I was not expecting to find a Sedgwick County, Kansas tag. We just popped it into four-wheel drive. Is it the first time on the Alcan?
Yep.
Yeah, so we haven't...
because we're getting snow.
Yeah, just because we're getting some snow and the road is a little bit less... Visible? It's a little bit more snow-covered. We haven't had to use it until past Watson Lake.
It's not even like slickness. It's more like the drifts. Like if you get into the thick stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just in case we did get, like, slid a little bit or whatever, he could easily hit the brakes and we'd actually stop and not slide. We see a lot of sedans. We've said that in the last video, but we've seen a lot of sedans on this road. So as long as you have snow tires or chains, like, you should be totally fine. Last night we stayed at Nisutlin Trading Post, which has a grocery store, gas station, and rooms. Today we're heading to Whitehorse to spend a little bit of time because it's the biggest city in the Yukon. It has about 25,000 people. And then tonight we're staying in Haines Junction, which is like an hour and a half outside of Whitehorse. So we have a very short day of driving, which is very exciting. We're just doing our little winter chores, and then we're gonna get on the road. We made it to Whitehorse. The roads were great, so we got here in about an hour and 40 minutes or so. It's okay. Our first stop is at Baked Cafe. So we got some food, we got soup, croissants, a pastry, and Christian got a tea latte and I got a coffee latte. Whitehorse is a good sized town. It's pretty cute. Main Street, we're gonna walk along Main Street. It looks very Western, old style. The buildings are definitely a bit older, so it's pretty cool.
That is very good. I want what you have. This is another beignet, Canadian beignet. This one's more like a donut, but still very good, very spongy. Probably have powder donut all over my face.
We've kind of been looking around for a souvenir and couldn't figure out what we wanted. I found this coffee roaster here so that we have some Yukon coffee. It's really cute inside. And I think they have like 10 to 15 different grounds or beans you can buy. So I just got us a pound of whole bean espresso that we can have in Alaska. And a little piece of the Yukon back with us. It smelled so good in there because, I mean, they roast the beans in there. Our last stop in Whitehorse was Walmart, actually, just because we wanted to pick up some, I don't know, I wanted some yogurt and an apple. But the early 2000s Walmarts would be a great representation of what this looked like. It had the smiley faces, the rollback signs. It was really kind of cool.
Just arrived in Haines Junction and we checked into our hotel, which is called the Alcan Motor Inn, and it has 2 beds and a kitchen area and a large bathroom, and there's a restaurant literally like 30 feet away.
The best part is that we're right outside of Kluane, which is a beautiful park here in Canada. Obviously during the winter it's not as accessible and there's not a ton to do, but just being surrounded by the mountains here is gorgeous. We're walking an entire 30 feet to the pub right there, mile 1016, and we're gonna get some dinner. Today is our last day on the Alcan. So we cross into Alaska in about 2-3 hours or so. Right now we are in Destruction Bay, and during the summer this is a lot worse from what I've heard. They deal with a lot of the frost heaves where the road is like breaking from the frost underneath, but during the winter it's supposed to be pretty okay, like a lot better than the summer. Christian's inside prepaying for gas because this is one of the like prepay card lock style pumps. Getting in our very frozen like no matter what we do or how much we clean it off, like it just stays caked with snow. How'd it go? Is it good? Definitely one of the bigger tips we heard when we were prepping for this is just fill up when you can, get gas when you can. And since you really don't know for sure if a pump is gonna be down or if it's gonna only accept cash or be closed at a certain time. We've had a really pretty drive so far. See this? This is like the
whoa, Destruction Bay.
And the mountains have been gorgeous this morning. It's just been a really nice morning. We've only seen a couple other cars. Today has been like probably the least populated day.
So we're out in the middle of pretty much nowhere between Canada and Alaska. We're getting ready to cross the border, and it's very Arctic out here.
But she is so happy to be out of the car.
2 hours left till Toke. Ashley's got the border on her phone.
We are coming up on the border very soon. Oh my gosh, wait, are we in Alaska? Oh my gosh, we're in Alaska.
Yay!
That's crazy.
Get the tripod.
Yeah.
Do it.
We're in Alaska.
Okay,
that happened, that seemed so quick.
Alaska, hello.
Hello, we're home.
She's like, what?
Where?
Is home?
She knows the word home, but recently it's had no meaning. So
Alright,
now we're home. We're gonna live in the trees now.
Alright, come on. Let's go, dude.
We'll take some Alaska sign photos. There's a literal stepping through point right there.
Somebody already did it?
You're gonna go.
Yeah. I don't just shut up.
We're here! Yeah.
It's been great. The drive was fantastic. We had zero trouble. We're very lucky in terms of just like the amount of issues that didn't happen.
To be honest with you, look what we're wearing.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're cold, but like the weather has been so much better than we thought it was gonna be.
We're here. We're in Alaska. We're getting ready to head to Toke, and then we're officially in Anchorage. We're getting ready to hit the border. It's just right up the way, probably about a mile or two that way. It should have no issues. I know the U.S. border is a little bit more different than the Canadian border, so.
And there's the Yukon sign. We are just so thankful to have made it this far without issues and having fun. I didn't think that a 2-week road trip would go this smoothly. So just feeling really grateful for that right now. But just ready to cross the border back into the United States. As of right now, we just traveled back in time for 2 hours.
It's true.
Alaska time zone is 2 hours behind Yukon time zone. It's 3:52 on our clock, but it's actually 1:52. I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
And the border. See you on the other side. We are legally and officially in Alaska. Didn't ask for her health certificate. I've heard it's about 50-50 if they do or do not, so just make sure you have it on you.
I almost feel like
he didn't ask anything. He just said that she doesn't look happy, and I was like, no, she's not. She's not.
You can see it's her butt right now, dude.
Like she will not leave this position. I don't know, nothing's working. She won't stay in her seat. Today's not a good day for her, so.
We're at our hotel, Caribou Cabins here in Toke. About 5 hours outside of Anchorage.
Tall this snow is compared to me. It's right here. This is like the most wintry wonderland place I feel like we've been so far. This is where we're staying tonight in Toke. It's called Caribou Cabins and it's adorable. We paid $150 for tonight. It comes with 3 beds actually. The main one is in the main room. So we have this loft area up here with another bed. Have this dining table, a nice coffee maker for the morning. And then the bathroom is so cute. So it literally looks like a little log cabin. I mean, it is a log cabin, but it's just so woodsy and adorable. The shower curtain has moose and caribou, so we get both of them on the shower curtain. And it's dog friendly, in case you couldn't tell by Ella running rampant and sniffing. Don't flick the toilet. That's gross. Somebody is not happy about having to get on the road again. It is officially our last day of this road trip, which I can't even wrap my head around the fact that this door just like opened. We only have 6 hours to Anchorage today, about 320 miles or so, but we're almost there. But she does not want to get back in the car today. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, honey. You guys are scared of me. for our last stop. We're at Three Bears, Alaska, which is a grocery store here. And we just got some yogurt and bananas for breakfast. And there's a really good restaurant here called Fast Eddie's. At least that's what everybody says, it's really good. That has breakfast, but we are just trying to get on the road. Here's to hoping that the weather holds out and there's no freak snowstorms or anything, because that can definitely happen in Alaska. Got coffee! I got iced coffee, which you might question that decision, but I don't know, it just sounds good today. And technically we're in the warm car all day. We're not actually outside.